is how we actually absorb this information, how we don't take a side, but how we stand within ourselves and identify who are we. It is a reset, but how impactful we can be at this point. I always want to, like, this trip back to Latvia also showed me how important is your core value, the family, the culture, where you come, your ancestry. The truly is like, we are pattern beings. And this takes a lifetime to build a certain patterns, and take many lifetimes. So I treat coming back to US, for me, I'm coming back to the bigger picture. It's not about one persona or personality who is a leading position. In a retrospect, is about the whole structure. And I think that's where not wasting your kind of emotion, or like not putting out the chi towards against or in favor, is just to observing. It's observing and not to engaging. It's observing the chi until it settles. It's still, we are in a momentum of reset. The reset is taking place of this year until end of the January, until the year of a metal ox takes place. So we are still in a year of a rat. It's still purging. We're still clearing. We're still shifting things. We're still, in a retrospect, putting things like what serves us, what doesn't. And for each individual, it varies. So there's not an absolute, and there's no one solid answer, yes or no. It really depends. So where we stand. So the outcome, I can admit I was wrong, okay? Or I can be right, but does it really matter? What difference is gonna make? It's how do I adjust to this circumstance? That's more important. What is my personal conduct is gonna be from now on. So speaking of this particular year, we're coming to like a physical year comes to the end, because now it's November and December. And I would like to address, to start this about the astrology and what's important during this time frame, okay? We just 3 days ago, we entered the new chi node. We truly are starting the period of the winter. The winter has begun. What does that mean? Winter is about yin. Winter is about coming inwards. It's about calming down, settling. It's about sheltering. It's about holding, like putting in a deeper sense, putting the yang chi, the summer, the fightness, putting at rest. We are also at the point to be conservative, right? So conservative with your energy. What it means is goes back to my Latvia experience, yeah, to be kind of complying with if there was anger, I'm not responding with the anger back, which I did once, and I paid my price. If you want me to show it to you, where is it? It's a power of chi, okay? It's my phone, my broken phone, my other phone. It's scattered, it's shattered because I dropped it with my I'm done with it on the carpet. And it's scattered. Like, I could not believe how much kind of intent, like energy I had it. And it was my only time when I lost it. But then I understand, I was like, what do I gain with that? So I kind of laughed at it now, and it's like, okay, this is a good memory. It's like, I never again. So lesson to learn, the holding it, it's not like suppressing it, but it's holding back and observing, be observer in a situation when there you cannot control it. That's number one, because you don't want to put some fire, you know, towards it, like, or gossip to it. There's no point. You exhausting the chi. So this particular chi node that started on November 7th and lasts till November, where's my notes, 22nd, we call the period of time is called winter begins. Okay, so the winter is all about the black turtle. We correlate to feng shui. The turtle, star, and the snake. These are two symbolic expressions of longevity and fertility. So longevity that belongs to the black turtle. The winter side, always the north, the darkness, everything else is correlates to this current node. And we're talking about the yin. The yin is our, what is behind us, what holds us, what supports us. So this is what directly correlates to your ancestry, to your past, to your tradition, everything that is as a tradition. Even Thanksgiving is coming, even the now holidays like Christmas and all the other festivities, you bringing your tradition that you remember from childhood, you manifesting that, because that's your direct link, is in commemorating the ones who passed and celebrating who are along with you. This is a true time of connecting. The last month was the month of a dog that we talked about. What was that important about? It was about to go back to your relationships, to acknowledge, you know, to bringing back, either to reconnecting to your clients, or reconnecting to your, you know, close friends. It was about more individualistic way of connecting for a cup of tea or coffee, you know, resealing, reconfirming the relationship. Metaphorically, because we've been heading towards the big winter. The big winter is going to be long, you know, dark days, you know, silent. It's a distance. So, and it reminds me of the timing of, you know, not exactly, I haven't been in Siberia, but probably somewhere where it's snowy, where you don't really feel like going out, and you just only observe through your window and the candlelight, that, you know, just to thinking like in a dream state. So this time is like definitely a slowing down, and slowing down in way of, you know, I need to get this done. Slow down. I was myself. I was thinking, like, I just told myself, I can only do so much. So I slowed down. I had to. So this winter begins keynote started on November 7th and ends on November 21st. And the best timing of any practice, if you practice like a Qigong or also Qigong, of course the morning hours always. And then if you want to ritualistically do something between 9 and 10 p.m., that is a very good time as well. It could be the non-conceptual meditation, could be just as, you know, listening to some music, maybe do some reading, writing in a retrospect. It's a really good time. Try not to fall asleep on the TV, but it's more like writing your diary, or very special time is for the dreamers. This is where I have the dream with intention. So once again, I'm reminding you, this time, dream with intention. Before your sleep, you can write down certain things that you want to manifest. forgiveness, obviously, relationships, love, your dreams and goals, what you want to reset. This is a really magical time because the ancestry sees as the clearest. The darker, the longer the darkness of the day, the more accessibility we have to the ancestry. Why? Because we have a more time not to be distracted by the yang qi, but we can have an opportunity to go yin, to calm down, to slow down, to be introvert to that sense. The chi node, the following chi node that is a little snow, starts on November 22nd and goes until December 6th. And our next meeting is on a December 12th, like 12/12. So during this time frame, we continue we called more time as a retreat. And I know by commonly, this is a time when everybody preparing for the festivities, getting super, super busy. It's like, I'm just reminding you, slow down, because it's not about, how big is the gift is going to be, or like that stress is actually not needed. What you really need this time is the human touch, human connection. Maybe sitting down and writing the cards by hand, and just putting the special note, how you appreciate someone or not, is more important than what am I going to get and how am I going to package. Of course, the surprise of the Christmas tree and etc. is wonderful, but this is a really time to communicate something that you go back to the card and read that poem, 10 years from now, and just you start remembering, yeah, that was the time. It's has a great value to it. This is also a time when the Big Dipper would be pointing at the constellation, where like a direction of based on the astrology, towards the pig sign. And as you all remember what the pig is about, it's playfulness, right? Work hard and indulge, but with ease. That hour, the pig hour, which is 9 p.m. to 11 p.m., is that when we could easily relax or switch from the work day into the kind of relaxed evening, kind of PJ time. Okay. It's when abundance of the flavors, abundance of sharing food, admiring just a very easy companionship. This is the joyous time, only because I think because we do have pigs in our communities, we could have a greater fun, truly. And in compliance with the year of a rat, when we are in a month of the pig, it's truly should be like I would say this could be the lightest, happiest month of the year. Just treat that like almost like take the reflection of the whole year. And many of us might say, yeah, this has been a definitely awkward or different or difficult year. But somehow the month of the chi node, when the pig when pig kind of hits, it might give like a hope, like, well, we have survived. And it's almost like not overindulging, but like a reflecting, we survived and we have a great hopes for the year of ox. It's that pivot moment. And it should be, there shouldn't be any kind of opposition. The hardest month that we have, October, like end of September, October, that was the month of the rooster, was a lot of bickering and a lot of, kind of unnecessary verbal exchange. It took place that definitely hurt during the year of a rat. Then that was the last, I would call hump. That was the last overcoming the difficulty. Now it's all gone. So we preparing this particular month, this particular time frame between November 22nd to December 6th. I would like to be very observant and preparing ourselves for next year. During December, I will be giving for the Zoom call, I will be talking about the upcoming year very briefly as a Chinese New Year for even the Ox, the year of Ox doesn't begin until the end of the January, but I'm gonna give you some little bit of the retrospect to it. So the month of December should almost be like a celebration with ease. So don't overdo it. Simplify your holiday, simplify your gift exchange, simplify your kind of expectations, then you are in a good hands. Then you're going to be very timely. If you start building up the stress, it's just going to create a little bit more, it's just a waste of chi. Okay, what we want to do, as let's say, for example, food wise, this will be really nourishing if you would make more stew, like with the cooking that takes like long time, like almost like you steaming, and soups and stews and slow cooker. It's like anything that kind of, you're indulging the flavors, you're building up the flavors within the house. You're rising the bread and whatever that is, but it's just like bringing the time, put the time in it to it. So I love that what my teacher wrote when he said think about it like a retreat. A retreat when an image of this particular chi node is like a first snow. And when you compare the first snow, it's like a princess, is a beautiful princess. It's just like, how the first snow seems like it's a brilliance, where everything is like after the darkness suddenly brings light. That's a yang chi. But it's a yang chi in a yin format, if you understand what I mean. It's not like the sun is shining, but the light comes from the snow, like from purity, from innocence, from something that's just new. So we we know it's the beginning of the winter, but in correlation as an energy value it's like that, the bliss of the light. I do remember my mom. My mom always loves the first snow when it's in Latvia, because suddenly after all these dark days, when everything, the grounds are gloom and gray, the snow just brings the first like kind of, oh, lights up like a I don't know, like a magical castle to it. So this is the time when it's called we establishing yin. We are kind of at peace. We're not resisting. We already know, okay, it's time to be kind of, settled in. We're slowing down. Our body, physical body slows down as well. Our circulation slows down. We're gaining weight, which is normal. Don't try to do the diets. Don't. You wanna probably feed your body healthy, you naturally will be accumulating some kind of extra weight, maybe for come weeks, but those will be very important because our bodies are used to do that for thousands of years. Of course, depends where you're coming from, but that's a natural response. Don't overindulge, but feed the variety. It is about, because it's a harvest time as well. The harvest is over. Right now, the abundance we have in our storage is, brings a lot of kind of fruition to it. So that's another note my teacher says, everyone prepares to rest. Everyone prepares to rest. Okay, it's not just for a day. It's resting, slowing down your mind, slowing down your present, slowing down your movement. So don't rush, you know, be attentive, be be present, you know, especially those who are born in a year of a horse should really indulge this time and almost like stop running, stop rushing. It's great time to almost like show off, you know, be like the horse that you don't jump into things that uh, just be staying mindful and rest and look for the opportunities that come. Even next year for horses are not the best year, but it should not be affecting you at this point. It's more about all collectively holding the energy, holding your field, holding the energy, and resting to overcome the winter. Speaking of the dates, if you have a pen and pencil, but I'll be happy to also add, I'm going to give you a sequence of certain highlights of the dates are very important in November and in December, okay? But you can plan in advance. One day that you should mark in November as a day as a retreat, as the day to be mindful and maybe do all the prep work or take like a true restful Sunday would be the November 22nd. That is a day that you can invest in. You can do like making offerings and blessings, etc. But something to do a too physical or, you know, like major move, I would not recommend. So kind of keep the day, if you do all the prep work and if you like clean the house or do it before the 22nd and almost like have the inside like celebration, like a really like smudge your home or, you know, do the blessings or whatever. Let's like walk around with a singing bowl or walk around with the sage, etc. But it's after, it's like everything is done and set in the house the day before. I would not sign up any contracts, etc. No major commitments that day. It really should be very easy, more like reading the book, going in the nature if you like, just take it easy. Super highlight good days in November that please take advantage and act on it would be November 12, November 13, super star days, November 18 and 19, and then sequence of November 24, 25, and 26. So if you are in a crossroads of major decision making or any sorts of you know, prep work, work-wise, life-wise, you know, self-care wise, those days you cannot go wrong. Okay, so those are kind of very reliable. In December 1st is a fantastic and super highlight day is December 2nd. Okay, and then for more planning, and I'll give you, but I'm going to give you in advance because I know people do plan things in advance. If you want to plan December, it's the 7th, 13th, 14th, 15th. Super day is 20th and 24th. So however you are manifesting those days or times, so you want to use it, if you want to consult with me prior, feel free to text me if you have any specific questions. But these are like in general, it's a good days for everyone. Okay. And this year we're also very lucky. January 1st is amazing day. So almost like, I think a lot of people will be in their minds like, yeah, the Chinese New Year is not over. Don't over celebrate. Chinese New Year is over only by the end of the January. So don't rush. So still hold your space, hold your field, hold your chi. Because the year of ox that comes around, we're going to talk more about this on my next presentation. But the year of ox is about resetting, like wherever we're resetting is to almost like continue as a pattern. We'll be adopting a new way of living, obviously, based on the experience. But there's no point of wasting our energy and comparing, oh, do you remember how it was the last year or last decade? So this is just maybe, okay, this is as a new routine. And oxes are very straightforward. They're tough-skinned. I know we can plow it through. We have to simplify. There's no over exaggerating things. It's going to be what you see, what you get. So very simple year, but very sturdy. So if you kind of minimize your expectation to, it's like kind of what is the necessity, and that necessity is met, it's going to be a great year for you. And if something extra is going to come, we'll see. We'll talk about that in December. Any questions? Any questions? All the smiles? Only smiles? Come on, guys, ladies. Anyone wants to share anything about Feng Shui? Maybe have some Feng Shui questions, or maybe want to share give me some testimonial or share their experience. Christine, I haven't seen you for a long time. I can unmute you. Welcome, Christine.
Welcome. It's been another eventful year. So
how are you?
I'm good. But, anyways, it's been a long year. I'm looking forward to next year already.
I know. But maybe you want to share. So Christine, what was the last time we did all the changes?
I think you and I met almost exactly a year ago. And so Alita came to my house and we feng shuied, and I think my best description is it's like your house giving you a hug. It makes, it's made the home feel very supportive and very loving, and encouraged me. I was holding on to my partner's ashes, and so I sent them on their way this year. And sadly, this year my father passed away, and we sent him. I sent his ashes off. We sent him on his journey back in October. So on his birthday, and I think I went back and was looking at your videos, and so it was October 27th was his birthday. So, but he had he died napping in his lounge chair on the patio. You really, at age 94, you just can't get any better than that. So.
Oh my goodness, that's a blessing. That's one of the 5 blessings,
it was
right?
a blessed passing. He would have been 95 this year. So he had a very long, good life. But anyways, it's nice being able to have the home where it feels supportive and nurturing, because it has been this is challenging process.
You're a nurse, right?
I'm a nurse, yeah. So and then yeah, with COVID too, it's been, luckily I work with babies, but still, we're all wearing face masks and face shield, and it's been a challenging year.
Well, good. Well, I'm glad that we managed to set up your home the way we did, right?
It did. It's, yes, like I said, I still have to put some paint color on some walls, but it is definitely confession here, but it is, and then, moving forward, anyways. it makes a difference. It really does make a difference to have home feel nurturing.
Yeah, and
That's my
especially
best
this year.
description.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know, especially this year. So
yeah, yeah. So
yeah, Irene, are you still there? Maybe Irene can share, because while I was gone in Latvia, so is the garden is done?
Garden is done.
Oh, well, you sound
Great.
very
Yeah,
tired.
That's so many compliments. That's so many compliments from people passing by, neighbors, friends.
You
You
see, you start attracting. I think your boyfriend is gonna be jealous now.
uh, hasn't said anything. He just, whatever I do, I do. So it feels good.
Feels
I
good.
feel good. And
Okay, it's nice.
now
Yeah,
I'm
I saw some.
slowly getting rid of the clutter, and I even have dreams about getting up and sorting things out. And
Hey,
it's
I'm
a
I'm
thing.
here to. I have a team. You don't have to make it too many nights to dream about it. We can get it done in 24/7. So,
Oh.
well, Christine knows, because
yes, yes,
Christine, that's
yes.
my team,
Yeah.
and it's it's gentle when it's needed, and it's pretty straightforward when it's needed. So
Well, it makes a huge difference, because if left to my own devices, it
Yeah.
could be a year before I get things done. So yeah.
Slowly
So yeah,
acknowledging
Irene, if
that.
you need the extra encouragement, I can put together with Christine. I
Okay.
think this
I know.
will be good.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
um
Right now, finishing up with Elliot, and doing the grass and stuff. So it's good. It's coming along.
yeah. So I
Very
think
happy.
what I'm looking forward, and I didn't have, because I extended my trip. I didn't have a chance to go back to the tea house. But what I learned,
Oh,
the
that's
tea
right.
house is getting open. And what I'm planning in December to pick up, maybe even having the client event at the tea house.
Oh, that would
So
be
I'm
nice.
gonna be, as soon as I confirm that, it's gonna be limited to a certain amount. But whoever is in the Bay Area and want to join me for traditional Chinese tea
Yeah.
at the Santa Cruz, I will put that in advance, and that's gonna be our kind of a holiday party. So, because as you know, the work that they've done at the tea house
Really.
based
I
on
would
feng shui
say,
is stunning.
yeah.
It's brave. um and I am super proud what they've done by following the advice, and I'm
Mhm.
very anxious to share with the community.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. You've done very well with me
Yeah.
too.
And is any request or anything that you would like me to address for coming sessions in a monthly basis? I'm very open. Any other format, because this truly is the information. I mean, I will continue the sharing the information about astrology,
Yeah.
obviously, but is there's anything you are keen to learn, or um, would like to know more, or go more in depth? I'm opening kind of this, because the Zoom call, I like to connect in such a way. So I'm kind of opening up to my clients and to the prospects to guide me, giving some ideas that I can address. So I'm open to it. So you can email it to me, you can make suggestions, you can speak up. Um, I'll be open to listen and guide you through.
Okay. Good to know.
Okay.
So, Alita, I have a quick question. Since everybody's thinking of moving nowadays, is there any particular part of the country, northeast, west, south, etc., that might be
Yeah.
best for a transition?
You mean moving in general, like moving?
Yeah.
Well, I would say if you are in the south or if you are in the east, I wouldn't move.
That would be best, or that's where to move?
No,
to?
like at this year, anything that you kind of if you are more in the south of your or in the east, like East Coast or the south side, I would not really to shake or move things around or consider like
Yeah, we're in the west in this case.
yeah, well, going
Going
toward
to the center. South.
yeah, going toward the west is different. Well, are you personally planning to move, or you plan, what is the?
Yeah, well, you can work from anywhere. You don't necessarily have to stay in California, sort of
Right.
thing. You can go somewhere else, but not sure entirely. There's a place to look if everything else remaining equal.
Well, I've been lately doing a lot of analysis for people that are moving to Texas, for example.
Yeah, that was an option.
Yeah, and that's so far has been, I mean, a lot of California. I mean, I have a lot of, like, at least last month on its own of three clients that are considering, and I did 2 purchases and successful sale, like selling the properties in California and moving to Texas. And some of the families also actually moving overseas. So moving, it's also, but that's also goes with their personal charts. So when Stephen, if you plan, I think it will be really useful that we look at your astrology, the Z-Way astrology, and what is timely in your personal chart.
Yeah, we can set up a call. Do that.
Say again, I couldn't hear you well.
I said, yeah, we can set up a call and do that. That'd be great.
Yeah. So that's that you can sign up on my website, or you can give me a call afterwards, or email me. Yeah. But I would resonate things with what's in your chart before, like, globally making. What's interesting about next year, it will be more like talking about investments. It depends if you are looking towards the long-term investment. The usually year of an ox is more conservative way to looking at the investments. I think there's a lot of way the real estate, those who are in a good position could take advantage of the real estate, like investing in the real estate. And of course, we know there's certain amount of people might be in a disadvantage because of the economy. So, but real estate in itself is not gonna, can give a lot of opportunities to the ones who do have a resources to invest. And there's certain areas and certain timing will be really, really profitable to it. Yeah, because that's kind of commonly as a pattern that commonly year of ox brings, is this, people want to settle, or they want to kind of conquer, they want to, like, kind of feel grounded. And usually year of ox gives those opportunities. And I guess I will be addressing that more next month on the next talk about astrology.
Great, thanks.
Yeah. So what else? We have 7 minutes. Any happy moments? Anyone want to share? No? Well, what else can I do? I don't know. Reminder that, also during months of December, will be there will be a special calendar for those who need the chart readings for 2021 for all the existing clients. There will be open calendar for 2 weeks in January that I'm going to only take the existing clients. So there will be a special rate. And if you sign before the next meeting that we have before the next Feng Shui Connect, then I will be able to kind of conquer the time. So not only like 20 spots, I'm just giving something that I can physically do by doing the readings. And I'll continue doing the readings via Zoom, because that seems the recording is clear. The people can go back to the recording, the audio and video. And it's very easy for me right now. I'm kind of trained well now to share the files, and you know, it does. It's time efficient, and it's technically, so I think it's good. So COVID for me this year, I have to tell you, I have not slowed down at all business wise, and I also have an opportunity to kind of, you know, to get some refinement done. And I will continue using the Zoom for, especially for astrology, but I always also love to see people in person. So whatever you like, whatever you wish. Okay.
Good.
All right. Well, the dates are done. The astrology is done. The red envelope is done. I'm open to the more new consultations. My work has not stopped, and hopefully we can host the event at the Tea House in December, and let's celebrate the year of 2020. I think this is and this is my last kind of comment. I'm glad that the way it happened in the year of a rat, because with the quality of chi that the year of a rat offered, gave us an opportunity to purely really reset. If that would have happened in any other year, like year of ox, that would be too stagnant and too commodious. If that would be a year of a tiger, that would be like really like you know, more fightsy and more dramatic. If that would be a year of a dragon, I don't know. That would be like a complete, that I'll move to Mars. So I take really, when we look back at the year of a rat as a quality, you know, it gave us so much data. You know, we created so much awareness about what was happening. We also gained so much understanding about ourselves and our physical environment, right? So like kind of be stuck at home was you know, kind of be in your cave. And then we start like shifting and nesting and, you know, shifting things around, etc. So that was the year. Because of that, I embracing it, because any other year, it would be, if that would be year of a snake, I think it would be a huge depression, because snakes like introverts, and that would be like, no. So year of a rat also help us to work collectively, stay connected, you know, and that's all these companies like Zooms and calling and all the video calling and Google, like whatever the meetups, etc. So those tools, like as a practical and technical, again, thanks to year of a rat or metal rat, refinement, you know, tuned in, collectively thinking, you know, adapting, being flexible, being in a survival mode. So these qualities belong to year of a rat. So we can't really say it was bad. I mean, things happen, life happens, you know, it's a cycle of humanity. But when it took place, I think was very timely, and I knew on my previous talks, I said it's going to be a big reset. I did not expect it such a big reset, but because it did take place, I think it was timely, and it's good. So, well, we're going to say a goodbye to all of you. Thank you for attending. I'm so happy, and I'm really looking forward to see you guys. If those who are open to come to Santa Cruz at the Tea House, I will make an arrangements next week, and I will post on a Zoom on my next newsletter.
Okay.
And hopefully you can all attend. That sounds good?
Thank you.
Sounds good.
Yeah,
It's so
that sounds
lovely
great.
to see you.
See the moon mirror.
Yes. So that will be see you at the Tea House.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Stay safe.
You
Bye,
too.
everyone.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, thanks.
Bye-bye. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Bye, thank you.
Bye.